Every once in a while, I'm able to accommodate a special request. So let's do this. Kwn Atlanta, this is your number for you go. Let's get into it. You guys are going to be at the Tabernacle on Wednesday, March 25th. Take note that this event was originally scheduled for the center stage venue, but it has been moved to the Tabernacle. Capacity of that venue is 2,600 attendees. Doors are going to open at 7 and showtime is at 8. Box office is scheduled to open at 6. This event is a mix of general admission, meaning stand-in room only, as well as reserved seating. General admission downstairs on the first floor and reserved seating upstairs in the balconies. Bags. They can be no bigger than 12 by 6 by 12. They mentioned that backpacks and other multi-compartment bags or laptop cases are not allowed regardless of the size into the venue. All bags are going to be searched upon entry. Bags that are not clear will be subject to additional searches. Okay, so your bag can be colored, does not have to be clear, just has to be no bigger than 12 by 6 by 12. If it's not clear, then you will probably be put through an additional search. Jewelry, clothing, or accessories that could inflict harm is prohibited. A lot of times what I see with this is if you have jewelry or belts or clothing on it that has like spikes on it. Okay, so I would avoid anything like that. Your purse straps, bags, nothing that has spikes on it is typically what's going to be viewed as a harmful or potential weapon. Even sometimes if your purses, ladies have straps that are made of chains, sometimes they can view them as weapons, especially if they're 6 inches or longer. So if you have a purse that has a small strap and it's a chain, that's not a problem. But if you get into something that's kind of lengthy, I might rethink that. If you happen to have mace or pepper spray on your keychain, please take that off. Do not bring that to the venue. They are going to consider that a weapon, and I would hate for you to get to the door and get turned around for that. If you want to purchase alcohol or if you have tickets at the box office to pick up, please bring your ID. Portable fans, they are a no. Portable chargers, they are fine. They just most of the time request that they be no bigger than the size of your phone. Selfie sticks are a no. The venue is cashless, so you want to buy merch, you want to buy food, think tap to pay, or either bring your cards to the venue. No smoking or vaping inside the venue. However, there is a designated smoking area in the basement, downstairs, and then to the right outside. They do have a no exit and re-entry policy, so if you go outside of those designated smoking areas and want to come back in, you're going to need a brand new ticket. Cameras. No professional audio, video, or audio recording equipment, including detachable lenses, tripods, zooms, or commercial use rigs. Personal video cameras, GoPros, and drones also are a no. So what is allowed? Disposable cameras, point and shoot cameras, digital cameras, and then your Polaroids. Those are fine as well. A lot of times I get questions about DJI cameras. I would leave those home because they've already adjusted GoPros. They're kind of one and the same, so I would leave those home. I also get questions about specific cameras sometimes. Some people will ask me questions about specific, like Canons. I can't even think of the types that I've been asked about. A Kodak, Fix, I think I got asked about recently. I'm trying to kind of address those to give everybody like a good barometer to be able to determine whether your camera is going to be considered a point and shoot or a non-professional versus a professional camera. And a good gauge is if your camera has a lens on it and it extends, it cannot extend any longer than 3 inches for most venues. Some venues say an inch, no further than an inch, but for most it's 3 inches at the max. Once they get past that 3-inch mark, then they begin to consider them professional cameras, okay? As well as if it has a detachable lens. If it comes with a detachable lens, leave that part home. Don't bring that with you, because if you bring that part, then it becomes a professional camera. Okay, so I hope that helps to answer some of the questions about cameras and what they are considered, whether they'll be okay to bring or whether they will not be. And of course, if you have any questions, you can still feel free to put them in the comments. I answer them as best as I can. Outside food. You're welcome to bring an empty reusable water bottle. They ask to please ensure bottles are made of plastic and no larger than 24 ounces. No outside beverages, though, outside of that are permitted. No outside beverages outside of the water, and no food. Umbrellas are a no. Posters can be no bigger than 8.5 by 11. No vulgarities, no obscenities, cannot be blocking anybody's view. ADA drop-off at this venue is at the main entrance. The main entrance is ADA accessible, and guests who have purchased ADA tickets may request assistance from event staff upon arrival. If you need to bring prescription medication to the show, they ask a couple of things. One is only bring enough for the show. Don't bring a whole bag of medicine. 2, whatever container that the medication was prescribed to you in, bring it in that container and make sure it has a label on it with your name on it that's going to match your ID. So that's for prescribed medication. For over-the-counter medication, make sure that it is in its original container. So let's use Aleve as an example. You want to bring a leave. Don't just take a pill out of the bottle and drop it in your bag or put it in a plastic bag. Keep it in the Aleve bottle and bring that to the show. Parking is available via Ticketmaster and Spot Hero. I'm going to show you how to find it on Ticketmaster first. If you put in Kwn, it will bring you to this page. Scroll down to her date. And right next to 8 o'clock p.m., you'll see an I circled. We're going to click on that I. It'll bring up event information page. And from there, you see parking. You'll click on that link. And you see that it will bring up parking. It's $25. Now, for additional information about where the parking is located, if you click those 3 dots in the top right corner, you'll hit event info and it will bring up this. It shows you that this entitles the ticket holder to 1 parking space and the last parking garage, only a short 1 block walk away from the venue. This garage is located at the intersection of Lucky and Kwn Street. Okay, so they let you know where it is. That information is accessible under those 3 dots. Parking is also available via Spot Hero. You can do this on their website or on the app. You will put in Kwn in the Where Are You Going box. Scroll up to performers. You will select Kwn. From there, it will bring you to a list of shows. Do not pick the first one. Pick the second one that is under center stage. The first one is going to take you to an error page. If you click on the second Tabernacle show, it'll bring up options that are available. 2 pieces of info I recommend you pay attention to. I will click the first reservation as an example. In here, you'll see the time that your reservation is for. 7 o'clock p.m. is when you can enter, and you must be out by 7 o'clock a.m. that next day. That's an important piece. And the second one is scroll up to amenities. Amenities is going to tell you a lot about the parking lot or garage, specifically if you're looking for ADA parking. As you can see, this parking lot or garage is wheelchair accessible. It also tells you that it is an uncovered lot. So any additional information that you want to find out about the lot should be in the amenities section. This is parking for the Tabernacle. This show is a sold out show, basically. I saw hit and miss of little resale tickets here and there, but the show, you might as well say it's sold out. So are y'all ready? Y'all got a little bit of time left before it's go time. Last words of advice would be to prepare. If you want to get front row, you probably are going to have to queue up, get in that line. Doors are open to 7. I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30. I would say maybe start lining up if you want to be in the front of the line. I did not see any VIP packages that are offered per se through the venue. Now, they may have their seasonal tickets that come with different perks, but I didn't see anything else that is offered. So, and I do not know if Kwn has any meet and greets and other packages that she's offering. If she does, then hopefully you should be getting an email that includes all of those details. But outside of that, for general admission, if you want to be front row and center, you will, of course, have to queue up and get in that line. So maybe that 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock might be a sweet spot for that. If you are driving, take care of your parking tickets. If you're going through Ticketmaster or if you're going through Spot Hero, just make sure you download those passes either way so that you have those ready to go to show to get into the garage. Same for your ticket for the show. Download that, Apple Wallet, Ticketmaster, mobile wallet, whichever one you're going to use, just have it ready to go because that's going to move things just that much faster. Pack your patients, particularly those who are standing in the general admission areas. You are going to be shoulder to shoulder and it is going to be hot. Okay, so try to stay hydrated and pack your patients. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. I do try my best to get back to you and answer them as quickly as I can. Outside of that, Atlanta, please be safe and enjoy the show, y'all. Bye.